Hi friends, from my experience, why any? Today we will talk about chapter 2 primes and basic requirements for the operation of travel agents.
And take your time to trust in me, and you will find infinity, 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 infinity. Woo!
Let's go, friends. In order to develop its operation, every travel agent has to, because a company and adhere to the rules and products established by the country in which it's incorporated nationwide in age. In this case, it must comply with the leg provision that govern the exercise of this exercise, which is illogical to supplement vary from one country to another. Now this will be appropriation, therefore for use to make a complaint of the different provisions that in each country regular the exercise of this activity. What will went to hindwise is the fact that red days of the government permits a travel agents to be able to develop their activity and therefore say the service of certain product. It's train, airlines, hotel, etc. You need to win from said preview applied authorization or certification signs in relationships while the aftermarket service preview are normally government by agreements commercials that carry an implied legal fact as can be seen below. Condition government and agreements commercial bid where the produce of service and travel agents. In general, the obligation, conditional, and commitments that govern commercial agreements signs bid where service preview and an agents. These are the ones mentioned below, which obligations can be expressed in very different legal terms. In size 1A, the travel agent's obligation to say the price and our rates say be the service provided, and B, the obligation of the travel agents to develop the money you receive for the sales, especially of the tickets of payment of the 13.2 Part 1 organization, International Airlines in Unity, the closing of course, why the service preview. C, the travel agents committed to publicize and promote the provided service. D, the concert gained by the travel agents to agents Sudan is accounting can be inspected by the service provided. This and acceptable requirements we you want to have and use the ticket from a YADA member airlines. 8. The community contract be the service preview to grant the travel agent a certain commission for the sales of service of their service. If the commune contract be the service preview to make disposition or develop as the case may be to the travel agents, the assembled formula required for the preview of the service sold be the agents, tickets, vouchers, etc. H. The commune contract be the service provided proving the travel agents the necessary promotes, material vouchers, guides, manuals, radars, space, programs, etc. For the action of promise and said, as observation, the travel agents cannot fleeting say the service of a product without having installation and arrange, which it signs the commercial relation between the two generate a series of rent and obligation that are for the conditional previews agreement which it is logical might vary from one agreement to another such as will be seen below. Requirement for this sales of service commercial air transport. The requirements for the sales of commercial air transport service vary depending on whether it's the sales of domestic tickets or international tickets. In the first case, that is for the sales of domestic tickets, normally the conditional establishment by the national carriers are not as strict as the previous that govern the sales or international ticket, which is just complete with a series of requirements by the travel agents so that they can receive such authorization. Indeed, in the particular case of the sales of transport service I carried and cover international routers is the association of him and now by the name of IATA, which previously certified the subjectability of travel agents for the issues of ticket for payment of these member. In also countries expert the United States of America, where IATA member carried operation and the number of travel agents justified. There is a potential investigation board and made of the representatives of the airlines which in charge of certification the Chapter 2 basic premium and requirement 13.3 subjectively of the agents as well as to monitor their performance in some regional as in the specific case of the Centers America Regional and Panama, where the number of agents per country is not very large on the distance, but where one country and another is the board of investigation is inside, and one of the and from there he attends to the affairs of the regional establishment travel agent, which to be record and now be IATA in order to be able to say international ticket must subline their application the a formidable boring investigation. This about carried out at their guards investigation into the application financing situation. The characteristics of your organization will is qualificative and experience of the person that is has for the development of these activities. Subsequent, the board prepared a complete report considerate of the traffic and conference corresponding to the art to which belong to the agents, and this conference is the application satisfy the requirements established by the association, and is recommended by the research bodies, the one that grants the certificate of supervision as IATA ranges as the agent is notified of its acceptable. You can proceed to use ticket from any IATA carrier, and your help brings to receive the comes for your sales work. IATA maintains the airline's record of the authorization granting each and every one for of the arts stand correspond to the to those mentioned traffic conference, which as can be there are precisely there. It's logical to assume that traffic used are frequently, which many eventually be relates simulation to tutor the wind will help such matter subjects to a study of the so-called joint conference zone. However, the procedure described in the browsing programs is application in most countries. However, there are some situations particular that deserve to the hindrance, and they are one, the particular case of the United States of America in the practice case of the United States in America and Unity 119 for the mechanic to obtain the authorization to use tickets from IATA Airlines with the SAMs. As described or they implement the news policy of direct routine establishment by the government and the authorization of the country, the IATA process was considered discriminatory, and therefore it was prohibited in the United States. Faced with the news products, the IATA creates a corporation called IATA, which recommend all those travel agents to register in the order to be eligible for the usability of ticket via the IATA carriers. The new corporation use the records of the recommend agents and each carrier in the village that they from to establish or not relation with side agents.